Hi, Brownies. Welcome to part 3 of our A World of Girls journey. I'm TJ, and today we're going to focus on our Change a Story award. You won't earn it in the meeting, but we're going to talk about things to help you get ready to earn it. So let's recap what we've done so far. So we made a passport. We visited, what countries did we visit? We visited Jordan and Thailand in our stories. We found clues in stories that something needed to change. And we're going to talk about those clues a little bit more today. And then we're also going to try to find a clue in real life of something that needs to change. And then you're going to create your own project, a change a story, take action project uh, for helping to create that change in your world. So real quick, let's review a take action project. Some of you may have done one before, some of you may not have. In Girl Scouts, we sometimes do service projects, which are to go out and help people. Um, but a lot of times we like to do take action projects. And the difference is with a take action project, we want to create lasting, sustainable change. So we're not just picking up trash for a day. We are enabling others to pick up trash. Um, we are teaching others how to do the right thing and how to keep it going and encouraging them to keep it going just like we did. So keep that in mind as you think about your Take Action project for your Change Story Award. Uh, so let's think about some of the things, some of the clues we found in our stories throughout the journey. If you remember, in the stories in our Brownie Journey book, first we had Shali, and she's from Jordan. And remember, she really wanted to learn about plants, but couldn't find books that were written at her reading level about plants. And she just really wanted to become a better reader. So um, everyone came up with great ideas for how to help her. We can help her learn to read. We can show her videos or audiobooks about plants so that she can still take in that information without having to read. And we could even write a book about plants that's on an easier reading level. The next girl we talked about was Chosita, and she is from Thailand, and she had the problem of a typhoon that came and destroyed the books in her school. So, some ideas for fixing that were to have a fundraiser to be able to buy more books. Some people suggested making more books or fixing the books if they are repairable there. So those are all doable ideas. When you guys did your Hear Story Award, some examples were um, someone pointed out the story of Harry Potter and chose the character Hermione, and her clue was that there was a dark lord wizard and he was evil and coming after her friend, and ways we could change the story was to help her vanquish that wizard Voldemort. So that's a little extreme, but even in a big unrealistic story like that, we can relate it to our lives somehow. So we can think about problems that girls face here, and it's the same idea. We can help them to overcome those problems or those issues. And an example of that is, to keep it general, just encouraging other girls to that they can do anything and be anything they want, and overcome whatever obstacles they have. So a take action project that goes with that is maybe to create a story or an art project or something that you can share with the world, a song, and create your own music video, something that you can share with the world that encourages other girls to follow their dreams and overcome the problems that they have in their lives. So that's another example. My Girl Scout troop, um, the brownies in my Girl Scout troop recently finished this journey, and they did a video for proper hand washing, because right now in our world we have some unique problems that we've never really dealt with before with the virus. So, um, one thing that goes along with that is proper hand washing, and they thought some girls might have never learned how to wash their hands properly, and their parents might not know. So they created a video, and I'll post it in the event for today so you can watch that, to maybe get some inspiration for your project. Your project can be huge or it can be small. It can be as simple as sitting down and having a family meeting about an issue and asking your family to help you um, you make the world a better place, uh, by washing their hands properly, or whatever clue you find. Um, an, Another clue is unique to right now is that a lot of girls and people in general are a little bit lonely and cut off from their friends. So another idea for that is anything that brings girls together. So you could work with, you could ask your parents or caregivers to work with other brownie caregivers to maybe create a pen pal system, or maybe it's just you find yourself a pen pal and then you encourage your pen pal to find another pen pal and keep that going. Um, or if you want to go bigger, you create a whole system where you pair up different girls to be pen pals. So that's another idea that you can do. And just remember, it can be big or small, but you want it to be something to keep going. You can talk to one person about keeping something going, or you can put something out on the internet to infinite amount of people. Um, just work with your parents, your caretakers, to decide what would be best for you, and what do you want to see changed in your world. If you think about your community, especially right now, what is it that you would change about right now? So you can't go to a playground right now, maybe soon, but it's not safe to go to a playground because you're touching everything, and like germs are being passed back and forth. And so, what's something you can do to help other girls your age or older or younger deal with that? Deal with missing a playground? Could you give make an instructional video about some different fun games to play without the playground equipment? So not on your swing set in your backyard if you have one, but stuff that anybody can do, no matter if they have a swing set or a slide or not. So that might be a fun idea. So think about things that aren't great or aren't perfect right now, need to change, and make the world better for one girl or many girls. And then once you once you do decide what you want to do, and the clue that you have found, then the last thing I want you to do for this week is to imagine a girl in your community who might see your artwork or watch your videos or hear your song or whatever your project it is that you do. um, how might her world change because of your project? And just think about that and talk about it with somebody. You can draw a picture about that girl if you want, in showing how her world's going to change. So next week, we're going to prepare to tell our story. So hopefully you can have your project done by then. So you can take some time today for the next hour or so and brainstorm and come up with a plan, and then maybe start getting things together. If you don't have your project done by next week, that's fine because I'm going to put videos on like I normally do, and then whenever you're done with your project, you can go to the event and go through the steps at your own pace. So there's no time limit. I'm going to keep posting things weekly just in case people are done, but you can take 3 or 4 weeks to do your project and then come back to the event and do the next part 4, which will be about telling your story. Because even though we're doing our big project, we're only into the second award out of 4. So you got your Hero Story Award. We're going to change a story, and then we're going to talk about how to tell our story. You're going to tell that story. So you're not just like putting your artwork out on the internet or whatever. You're talking about why you made that artwork, what your goal is, what you want the end to look like, hopefully. And then fourth, we're going to earn so that's your Tell a Story Award. The fourth award is a Better Word for Girls award, and that we're going to bring it all together. We're going to you're going to do a piece of artwork, a quilt square that represents what it means to you to be part of this big world of girls, and we're going to put those all together and make a digital quilt. And that part, so that's part 5. You can come back to that part whether or not you're done with your project. So the next part 4, you need to be done with your project to do, which is fine. You can do it anytime. The A World of Girls Award, you can do that anytime. You don't need to be done with your Change of Story project. Okay, so please reach out to me if you have questions. You can comment in Google Classroom. You can message me on Facebook. You can comment on this post. Just let me know if you have questions, or if you need any more ideas, and we can meet up and chat if you need to have some more guidance with your projects. So I can't wait to see your projects, and good luck.